This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans around the corner and around the world, one other installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios in Melrose, Massachusetts. We're going to take a look back at the June 8th, 2015 edition of Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. Before we get going, fans, we'd love for you to take advantage of some of the great offers we have here at Boston Wrestling, as well as from our partners that we team up with, so we can continue to bring you more and more great, free professional wrestling content. Between now and this Sunday, June the 14th, we have a huge Money in the Bank mega raffle over at BostonWrestling.com, where you can win 50 huge prizes from WWE and NXT, including a Money in the Bank pay-per-view chair, autographed 11x14s, autographed 8x10 promo photos, a library of 20 books, tons more of unique wrestling items for your memorabilia collection. One winner gets the entire jackpot, all 50 prizes. It's open to any fan in the world. The raffle tickets start at just $5, and your raffle tickets are emailed to you after your purchase. The winning ticket will be drawn after Money in the Bank Sunday night. You can pick up the prizes at MWF Studios or arrange to have them shipped to you. You're talking about thousands of dollars worth of prizes, and absolutely every dollar raised goes into our live event initiatives and producing more and more great video content for you to enjoy absolutely free. Don't forget that the WWE Network is going to be available to new subscribers absolutely free for the month of June. That includes WWE Money in the Bank this Sunday night, June the 14th, as well as recent big events such as Elimination Chamber, Payback, NXT TakeOver Unstoppable, and thousands of hours more in the WWE archives. It's unbelievable. It's the best value in pro wrestling media. Click on the link below on our YouTube page and start enjoying the WWE Network now for the month of June. Also, don't forget that you can help Boston Wrestling by using our special links for both Amazon.com and WWEshop.com. No matter what you buy, even non-wrestling merchandise on Amazon, we get a small percentage of your purchase, and it doesn't increase your cost 1 single cent. We bring you tons of free content each week and need some help to keep the train rolling. Don't feel like shopping? We have a PayPal account, folks. You can send a donation of any denomination, $1, $2, $1,000, whatever you like, using the email address bw@bostonwrestling.com. We'd love to send you a shout-out for helping grow our library for fans around the world to enjoy. We'd also be very happy if you joined us by subscribing for free to our YouTube channel. We're starting to close in on 800 free videos for your viewing pleasure. If you enjoy what you see, please share it with friends, and most importantly, click the like button on each video that you watch so YouTube will showcase our giant library to more and more of your professional wrestling fans. The show opened up with John Cena making his way towards the ring. Cena played the subtle heel towards the smart fans in this one, leading to a confrontation with Kevin Owens. Owens said that fans are tired of seeing Cena coming out at the beginning of Raw every week. I think fans are tired of any promo opening the show. The long, boring, tedious 20-minute promos saying in nearly half an hour what could be said in 2 minutes is tiring, lumbersome. How about that? But I'm into Kevin Owens for saying it. Owens wanted to give the fans an NXT Championship Open Challenge like he did on SmackDown the week before. The two decided that the next guy to come out of the locker room would be able to choose which title they wanted to compete for, whether it be seen as U.S. Championship or Owens NXT Championship. It wound up being Neville. You thought Neville might choose Cena after the great matchup they had on Raw a couple of weeks ago, but he chose to face Kevin Owens, as he is a former NXT Championship holder as well. John Cena joined the broadcast booth for this one. It was just Kevin Owens' third official WWE matchup. It was 8:23 on the clock as I was taking my notes during an excellent matchup, and I said to myself, geez, 8:23, that's usually when an Authority promo would be wrapping up, so this had the feel of a different week, and I really liked that. Excellent match. Owens came away with the win, and Cena on commentary really did a great job in putting over both Kevin Owens and the importance of their pay-per-view match at Money in the Bank Sunday. Great 33-minute start to Raw this week. The WWE Divas Champion Nikki Bella defeated Summer Rae with Paige watching backstage. Roman Reigns came out for a promo. He was interrupted by Kane. Roman Reigns was funny Roman this week, and that isn't anywhere near as effective as an angry, focused, determined Roman Reigns can be. That's, again, just my opinion. I'm sure there's some that enjoy funny Roman, but I'm not one of them. He needs to be a strong, kick-ass babyface, in my opinion, to get maximum value for their dollar. Dolph Ziggler came out and he said his piece about why he's going to win Sunday. Kane said everyone in the match is going to be entered into a singles match tonight. R-Truth came out thinking he was in the Money in the Bank match. Then Kane informed him he wasn't, so he just went to the locker room. New Day came out and said if Kofi wins, they all win. And then they started their New Day Rocks routine. Sheamus came out, and that led to his singles match with Randy Orton as they all shared their thoughts on Money in the Bank. Another hard-hitting matchup between these two in a rematch from last week. I felt like I was watching a professional wrestling match here. They had another brawl out to the floor, and they battled to a double countout. They went back into the ring, and Orton eventually hit the RKO to end the segment. It was an effective build with both of them in Money in the Bank. There wasn't even a clean finish, so you have a realistic reason for there to be yet another rematch between the two. Backstage, there was a hint of tension between Seth Rollins and the Authority. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon said Rollins could pick his opponent that night, and in a segment a little later on, he had an argument with J&J Security, and Rollins wound up picking them as his opponents. Next, he had a good match between Dolph Ziggler and Kane. Ziggler really went out of his way to make Kane look like a monster in this one, which is the way Kane should be presented to get the most value out of his character in 2015. Lana came out and watched the match from the ramp. Kane went for a choke slam. Ziggler wiggled his way out of that and then hit the big man with a super kick. Both men were down on the canvas, and then Rusev came out on his crutches once again. Rusev wanted Lana to leave with him. She wouldn't. She kept trying to walk away from him, and she eventually fell off of the entrance ramp, which was about 4 inches. Ziggler saw what was happening, and then Kane turned around and chokeslammed him for the win. Then they really went overboard. They had a trainer come out and referees. They acted like Lana was shot by a gun, and you could hear the fans in the background going, she's faking. Up next, we had Miz TV, where he rehashed the angle with Ryback and Big Show the week before, where Show knocked Miz on his ass. The crowd was into Ryback big time. Again, WWE really needs to push Ryback and get maximum value out of it. Big Show eventually came out. These two had a great confrontation, and then for whatever unknown, stupid reason, Ryback picked him up and hit the shell shock. Why the hell would you put this on free TV before the pay-per-view match? I hate the lack of common sense when any wrestling company does something like this. Make the fans tune into Money in the Bank, pay $9.99 or watch it for free and then subscribe to get some value out of it. Again, that just blew my mind, and that was that on Miz TV. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan defeated Los Matadores with the former 3D Dudley Boys finisher. Really good tag team match here, getting Harper and Rowan over. El Torito was up on the apron at one point trying to get the fans going, and Rowan sent him flying into the guardrail on the floor. After the match was over, Harper said the time to pay for your sins is coming, and Rowan said it's okay to be afraid, you should be. I thought this was a very good segment. Titus O'Neil of the Primetime Players took on Big E of New Day. Display of strength was impressive in this one, with two big hombres. Lots of outside distraction with their partners. Big E was able to hit the big ending for the victory. Match was fine to build up to their tag team title match between the two at Money in the Bank. New Day was celebrating in the ring when Roman Reigns' music hit, leading to Reigns taking on Kofi Kingston after the commercial break. Roman and Kofi had a great matchup here, folks. I really like the dynamic of it, especially with the New Day at ringside, where Kofi's been elevated so much with this group. He was taken as a threat to actually win the matchup, which a year ago, it would have been treated as an afterthought. So again, props to WWE for what they've done with Kofi and New Day in recent months. Kofi sold his ass off for Roman, made him look like a superhero, and that's the goal with Roman in the summer of 2015. It was a fine matchup. I wouldn't mind seeing these two go at it again, but it was a setup for where Dean Ambrose came out with the ticket he bought from the scalper to the show. And even though Dean was a fan for this show, his theme song played for some reason as he came down through ringside with popcorn and a Coke. Again, please, just stupid. Reigns handed him a chair from ringside. We went to the commercial break. Leading into the main event, Seth Rollins and J&J Security went at it. J&J came out with Kane. I smelled a rat here as I almost expected all four to gang up and attack Ambrose at ringside. They were exchanging basic wrestling holds in the beginning. No punches or kicks. It seemed like a setup, but it wasn't. This could have been a great match if it wasn't treated as a joke of the top guy wrestling against two goofs in their suits. You know, Mercury had a hell of a match here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation against diehard Eddie Edwards back at Soul Survivor 4. Rollins was going for the pedigree on Jamie Noble when Ambrose, the fan, jumped the guardrail and tossed the championship belt in the ring. Rollins didn't know what was going on. Then Mercury rolled him up for an upset victory. Ambrose wound up hitting Rollins with the dirty deeds and climbed the ladder after the matchup to hype up everybody on the Go Home Raw for Money in the Bank. Outside of the aforementioned nonsense I rolled my eyes at, this was a really solid 3-hour Monday Night Raw, doing an effective job in building up matches for what I really believe is a loaded Money in the Bank pay-per-view this Sunday night. I think this is the best job WWE has done in building a pay-per-view lineup since WrestleMania. I'm really looking forward to seeing the show Sunday on WWE Network. I'll take a Raw with this many quality matches any weeks, folks. I'd love to know what you thought of it. Feel free to reach out to us using social media or leave your opinions in the comment section below. Running out of time, folks. Until we speak again, you and yours, be well.
I didn't go